Hello all, Eric Shirley with Narrow Gate Initiative here, just coming in briefly. Um, Today's verse of the day is Psalm 59:1, um, talking about putting trust. When I am afraid, I put my trust in the Lord. That's something that's hard to do, but there are measurable things in our lives that we can see if we look back and reflect in our life of where his hand has been to help us navigate our lives. And in so doing, he proves that he is faithful. There are there's a word in there called Michtam. And in my Tree of Life version, I went to Google to look up this word Michtam, and it's fascinating to really see how the underlying construct of how God has orchestrated life to the point of where I was even starting to try to, my body just wants to have a bad day and I wasn't going to let it. So I just said no and turned on Crazy Frog, and that was it. And the joy of the Lord comes rushing in. And I also need to, this is hard. I'm going to put out there something that I surrendered, because surrendering is the hardest thing to do. The Lord has been on me about my spending habits. It's been out of control. And it's not that it's wrong. I've had issues with using it for snacks and food. So I'm just putting this out there for those of you who struggle with this. This is something I've struggled with, and even just the control of giving it all over to God, like the whole financial thing. And so this is me surrendering to him. So I actually took my credit cards out and put them in a plastic bag and wrote a note to my wife and admitting this. And that inner man, the one who wants to scream a weak ego and pride, he doesn't exist in my world anymore, basically, which to me is living by the Spirit. It is difficult to live day to day with Christ as a mindset, but I think it's also most beneficial because you have to work to get something good. It's something that you put your time, your thought, your energy into. That is what you are idolizing. That is what you are becoming, and what you're producing. Yes, and we either consumers or we're producers. There needs to be a balance. We have way too much consumerism and not enough producers. To be in the image of God is to be a creator, in the sense. He's given us the authority to compose our own reality, but it has to be connected to the source, which is the Father of lights, Jesus, by the blood of Jesus. So I pray that this has encouraged you today, and have a blessed day. Eric out. Narrow Gate Initiative.